8 species of hummingbirds have been observed in Nebraska. Most hummingbirds arrive to Nebraska in early May and are gone by November. The ruby-throated hummingbird is commonly found in eastern Nebraska, and sometimes seen in the central and western part of the state. They weigh about as much as a penny or around 3 to 3.5 grams. Their wings beat around 50 times per second, allowing them to hover, fly backward, and even upside down. Despite their size, they migrate up to 2,000 miles, including a non-stop 500-mile flight across the Gulf of Mexico. Males have a brilliant red throat, called a gorget, that can appear black in certain light. They rely heavily on nectar from native flowers like jewelweed, which is abundant in Nebraska. They are smart nest builders because their nests are made of plant down and spider silk, allowing them to stretch as chicks grow. Historically rare in Nebraska, especially in the western part of the state, sightings of black-chinned hummingbirds have increased in recent years, particularly in Scotts Bluff County. They are typically seen from mid-May through August, with males often arriving first. In areas where their range overlaps with ruby-throated hummingbirds, such as parts of Nebraska, hybrid individuals have been documented. Adults weigh just 2.5 to 4.5 grams and have a wingspan of about 4.3 to 5.1 inches. Unlike the ruby-throated hummingbird, black-chinned hummingbirds often produce a distinctive buzzy or ticking sound during flight. They feed on nectar, insects, and spiders, and can drink up to 3 times their body weight in nectar daily during cold weather. Broad-tailed hummingbirds are uncommon but increasing. They are considered an uncommon regular fall migrant in western and west-central Nebraska, and a rare spring and summer visitor. Sightings have increased significantly since 2018, especially in the Nebraska Panhandle. These hummingbirds can survive freezing nights by entering a state of torpor, where they lower their body temperature and metabolic rate to conserve energy. Males produce a metallic trilling sound with their wings during courtship flights, which helps distinguish them from other species. They are more commonly found in the Rocky Mountains, but their range appears to be expanding eastward, possibly due to climate shifts. The calliope hummingbird is the smallest bird in the United States and Canada, and while it's not a common sight in Nebraska, it has been increasingly observed in recent years, especially during fall migration. Weighing just 2 to 3 grams, these birds are about the size of a ping-pong ball and are known for their epic migrations from the northwestern U.S. and Canada to Mexico each year. They are a rare spring migrant and an uncommon regular fall migrant to western Nebraska. They are rare casual visitors in central and eastern parts of the state. Most sightings occur July through September, especially in the Panhandle in Scotts Bluff, Dawes, and Sioux counties. Observations in the east have increased since 2002, including sightings in Omaha and Dodge County. Males have a magenta-streaked gorget, throat patch, that fans out like a starburst. Their courtship display includes U-shaped dives with a popping sound made by their tail feathers. The rufous hummingbird is one of the most aggressive and wide-ranging hummingbirds in North America, and it's becoming an increasingly notable visitor in Nebraska. Rufous hummingbirds migrate farther north than any other hummingbird species, reaching as far as southern Alaska. In Nebraska, they are an uncommon regular fall migrant in the west and central regions, and a rare but increasing visitor in the east. Most sightings occur from late June through early October, with peak numbers in July and August. Spring appearances are extremely rare in Nebraska, with only a few documented cases. Some individuals have been recorded as late as November and even early December, especially in eastern Nebraska. They are known for their aggressive behavior, often chasing away other hummingbirds from feeders and flowers. If one rufous dominates your feeders, consider placing multiple feeders out of sight from each other to reduce territorial behavior. Males are a brilliant coppery orange with a red throat. Females and juveniles are greenish above with rufous flanks and tail feathers, making them tricky to distinguish from Allen's hummingbirds or hybrids. Anna's hummingbirds are not native to Nebraska, but there have been a few confirmed sightings, especially in late fall and winter. These sightings are likely vagrants, birds that stray far from their usual range. Unlike most hummingbirds, Annas do not migrate extensively. They are year-round residents along the Pacific coast, from southern British Columbia to northern Mexico. They can survive in colder climates by entering torpor, a hibernation-like state that conserves energy during chilly nights. Males perform aerial dives from up to 130 feet, ending with a sharp squeak produced by their tail feathers. Males have a brilliant rose-pink gorget and crown, and they are very vocal, often singing from perches. The broad-billed hummingbird is a rare and accidental visitor to Nebraska, but its appearance is a fascinating example of how hummingbird ranges can shift or expand due to migration anomalies or environmental changes. There is only one confirmed record of a broad-billed hummingbird in Nebraska, a female photographed on May 15, 2021, at Wilderness Park in Lancaster County. It was seen by a few observers but not relocated afterward. This species is typically found in Mexico and the southwestern U.S., especially southeastern Arizona and southwestern New Mexico. The northernmost subspecies is the one most likely to stray northward. Broad-billed hummingbirds are known for occasional vagrancy, with records as far north as Michigan and along the Atlantic and Gulf coasts. Males are striking with metallic blue-green plumage and a bright red bill tipped in black. Females are more subdued, with a grayish underside and a less colorful bill. In their native range, broad-billed hummingbirds prefer streamside groves, desert canyons, and oak woodlands. Costa's hummingbird is an extremely rare casual fall visitor to Nebraska. There are 3 documented sightings of a Costa's hummingbird visiting Nebraska in the years 2001, 2010, and 2013. Males are known for their brilliant purple crown and gorget, which flare out like a mustache. They measure just 3 to 3.5 inches long, making them one of the smallest North American hummingbirds. To survive cold desert nights, they enter torpor, a state where their heart rate drops from 500 to 900 beats per minute to as low as 50 beats per minute. Males perform U-shaped dives and emit a high-pitched whistle with their tail feathers to impress females. Ways that you can help support hummingbirds in Nebraska are by planting native flowers that are tubular and abundant in nectar. Hummingbirds like flowers native to Nebraska like jewelweed, bee balm, columbine, goldenrod, and penstemon. You can help by giving them access to food and water. Set up hummingbird feeders. Make your own nectar with a 4-to-1 water-to-sugar ratio and clean 3 times a week in hot weather to avoid mold or fermentation. Offer water through a shallow bird bath or misting fountain. Provide nesting habitat by leaving small trees and shrubs undisturbed and avoiding trimming during nesting season, which is typically May through August. Avoid harmful chemicals like pesticides. Applying any of these steps will help support these essential pollinators.